if you are looking to find customers and to creating better marketing strategies, stay tuned for this video because we are diving into exactly that. Okay, so first of all, to start off, here is an amazing quote that sums up one of the most important mindsets. Don't find customers for your products. Find products for your customers, as said by this person. Okay, just hit the lights there. Okay, so if you guys know, businesses are very people-oriented. People bring cash flow to businesses. So that's how important customers are. Without customers, businesses do not exist. You can see businesses as problem-solving devices and entrepreneurs as problem solvers. So let's say a group of people have a particular problem. Let's say they need food, right? For lunch or dinner or breakfast even. And that is an issue that entrepreneurs solve through businesses. Okay? Alright, so do not come up with a product and expect people to buy it. Find people's problems and create solutions to solve it. Alright, so how to find customers? Instead of finding customers, what you want to do is, instead of finding products for customers, find customers that need products. Oh, so here I have another four sector table here with a who, why, what, how. I think this who, why, what, how is an improvement on the classical 4 W's like what, who, where, what. So what, why, who, where, what is one of those basic economy lessons that you talk in macroeconomics. But I feel like this is sort of not the best way to communicate. However, who, why, what, how, I feel like is the best way you're able to show that you have a thorough understanding of your customers and your product, of course. Alright, so moving in the first one, who. So who, of course, refers to identifying your customers. So so identifying your customers, usually in the world there's three main types of customers. The customers that will buy anything you sell, the customers that won't buy anything you sell, and the customers that are neutral. So the majority of the people are actually neutral people. However, there are still two other types. The people that will buy anything that you sell and the people that won't buy anything you sell. You can have the cure to cancer. You can have exactly what they need. But these people are just so stubborn and that they just will not want to buy anything that you sell. So who? So to find this type of people, to find your ideal customers, you have to think of what type of people you actually know the most. Not necessarily the people that are most alike you, although that might be often the case. However, what you want to look for here at who is what type of people do you understand the most. What type of people could you look at them and know exactly what they want and what they need, what they don't want and what they don't need, what they're passionate for, what they're afraid of. You can even make decisions for them. So when it comes to who, you have to know the people that you know very, very well. The people that you know inside and out. Okay. So after you have a specific group of people, a specific group of customers in mind, you have to think of why. Why would these people want to buy anything from you? So right now at this stage, you do not know what you want to do yet. At this stage, you only know who. You just think of a random group of, not a random group of people that you have a lot of understanding of. And the second part is, you have to think why. Why would these people want to buy anything from you? Right? Actually, in the 4 W's, why is the first one? Why would they want to buy anything from you? Okay, so this goes back to basic sales. Needs and wants. And there's an extended version of that, passions and fears. People buy things because of passions and fears. And under the why category, you have to think of what do you do to address their issues. So when we think of food addresses the issue of hunger. When we think of clothes addresses the issue of shame, okay? And then it also gives off status. So why would your product Why would they want to buy from you? Why does your product or service help with their needs and wants? So you have to have a why. You have to why their needs and their wants, their passions and their fears. After you have that, you move on to what. What product or services do you provide that will fulfill their needs or wants for a specific group of people? Alright, under what, there's a few things you want to keep in mind. First of all, it has to be direct and immediate appeal. It must have a direct and immediate appeal. Why, you might ask? Well, this is a really proven psychological trick. Not actually a trick, but like a bias. In sales, the more time you spent on pitching it, the more excuses or the higher the chance the sale deal would not go through. So I think there was a study conducted on salespeople. They say on 2 to 3 minutes if they're on the phone, 2 to 3 minutes call, if they are still on the phone, that means that they are wasting their time, which is to an extent true, because your product or service must have a direct and immediate appeal. The more time you give a customer, the more excuses and the more rational thinking will beat into them that will give them reasons to not buy. So you do not want to give them a lot of time to think. It has to be a direct and immediate appeal. Okay? So when thinking of what, I think there's two main things you want to think about. First of all, it must be a direct and immediate appeal. It must be easy. It must be appealing, of course, to your customer base. And second of all, your your service or product must also fulfill the client's needs and wants, passions, or fears. So that's why they want to buy, what they want to buy. Alright, so the next part is how. How would you market your product or service? That is what we refer by how. So when we look at title, how to find customers, you find customers through identifying their why they want to buy your product and services, and how what product or service you will provide. So that's how you find your customers. People that you know, people that you understand, people that need your product and services, and why they need your product and services. Now that we have these three parts done, one of the most daunting tasks of creating a market plan is how. How are you going to reach these people that you want to reach, that has the problem in which you have the solution to? To look at that, we have to first examine entrepreneurial opportunity. So definition for entrepreneurial opportunity is fears or passions felt by a group of people that is not being addressed by already existing businesses on the market. Okay. So this entrepreneur opportunity could be linked to what? What fears or passions are felt by groups of people that is not being addressed? Okay? And it also could be linked to what and why. So they want to buy your product because it's not being addressed by other existing businesses, for example. Or it could be your product and services provide groups of people with solutions to problems that are not already being met or addressed. Okay. So how are you going to market your product? So to understand how, we must see who are your customers first. So in order to know how you're going to market to these people, we have to narrow down. Alright, we have to narrow down our view to who you are marketing to. So let's say you are marketing to the millennials, right? Maybe social media or maybe technology or internet will be a better way to market to them. However, if you're appealing to probably an older generation, let's say in the 50s or in the 50s or in the 60s, you have to know your customers. They might prefer magazines or even newspapers or even billboards or any other type of marketing strategies. So let's say you are trying to market, let's say the new Apple earphones, okay, the AirBuds or whatever. You might not always put it in newspapers. However, you might put the ads for that specific product in social media, in the internet, on the web pages, on their website, right? So that is because they know their specific groups of people that they're marketing to, and however you're going to market, they adjust to the specific groups of customers. Okay, so this is marketing. I'll make other specific videos on marketing and how you can actually spread the word to your customers. But the most important thing, if you get anything out of this video, the most important concept is don't find customers for your product. Find products for your customers. Okay? So if you only learn one thing, just learn this quote right here. Alright, so I've created this little graph sort of thing. It shows who, why, what, and how, which is of course the definitions are over there. So why would a group of people want to buy? This shows the problem, okay? It shows the problem, the need or the want that these people are facing, and why they want to buy your product, because they have this problem. So to find why, you have to understand their problem. To understand the groups of people's problem, you have to understand who first. Okay. What? For the what category, we have to look back to the who, look back to your customers, look back to the people you understand most, and then solve their problem. What product solves your problem? So as you can see, this one shows the problems. Why shows the problems. What, okay. Why shows the problems of the people. What category solves the problem of the who. And how is the marketing for your product. So you can see how these elements are intimately connected with each other, and one cannot be survived without the other. So I feel like here needs a little bit more explanation on how before making an individual video on marketing. So identify your product's benefits, not features, and why they appeal to your customers. What needs, wants, passions, or fears does it help solve? Okay. So this part is under marketing and your marketing strategy. We'll make a separate video on it in the perceivable future. I do have a list of video ideas written down, so there is a lot of entrepreneur classes, a lot of marketing, a lot of sales coming up. So if you guys are interested, please be sure to subscribe and like. But back to the video now. Okay. So for how, you have to look at your product, which is what? Look at your product. What benefits does it have? Right? So going back to the example, earphones. What is the benefits of having an earphone? You can listen to music without distracting other people. Or listen to this video. I believe a lot of you guys are listening to this video on earphones or earbuds, not necessarily speakers, right? So what benefits does it provide? It provides a music, or provides sound without distraction, okay? And notice I put in brackets, not features. Do not put features. You don't say, oh, this TV screen has HD resolution. You don't say that. That is not what people are looking for. Why do people want HD resolution? Because they want the benefit of being able to view and enjoy their TV shows in the optimal manner, right? So, and how they will appeal to the customers. This is very important, because how would a TV screen appeal to your customers? Probably it kills time. Probably is what they had when they grew up. And that links back to what? You understand what they want from the product. You understand the benefits. You build on the benefits and specifically market your benefits in whatever means possible, whether it's social media, whether it is magazines, to your group of people. Okay? And you also look at what needs or wants does it serve. Overall, there is three main things you want to take away from this video. First of all, don't find customers for your product, find products for your customers. Okay? So that's for who. Second thing, there are 4 steps. You do not look for a product first. You look for a group of people that needs your product first. So who, why, what, how. We've went into a lot of depth into those. And then we also went into entrepreneur opportunities. We also showed how these different elements are linked to each other. We also showed the traditional, right? the traditional 4Ws of a marketing strategy. I showed more on a marketing strategy and how you proclaim your product to whoever you're marketing towards. Overall, this is a very general overview of finding customers and creating marketing strategy. This course, let me get a sheet of paper first. Alright, so this course is a 5-video class. The first video we talked about the mindsets. The second video we talked about how to deal with competition. The third we talked about the market plan and finding customers. The fourth, which is the next video, you guys should look up for that, which is tomorrow. We're doing daily videos now. Okay? So the next video will be about how to find a partner. How do you find a partner in your management team? And on the last video, we'll be talking about protecting businesses from lawsuits. That will be the last video in our course, in a short course of introductory lessons to entrepreneurship. After that, we'll be doing teaching public speaking skills. We'll be teaching a lot of tips and tricks to communicate more and to communicate better with your audience. But if you guys did enjoy this video, if you guys are looking forward to the content that will be coming on this channel, be sure to leave a like and do not forget to subscribe. It will mean a lot to me. Alright, without further ado, see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow. Goodbye.